We all have our favorite places to drop in Fortnite. Whether that's playing Fields of Lazy Links or the high rise of Tilted Towers, everyone has the spot where they think they play the best. Epic Games spent a ton of time designing iconic locations, but did you know that many of them can be found in real life? That's right, today we're counting down the top 5 Fortnite locations that exist in real life. Number 5. Motel. There are a lot of popular locations to explore on Fortnite's hectic island. Many players may opt for the heavily populated areas, such as Salty Springs, but for the tactical player, or for those looking for a slow and easy game, the motel is a firm favorite. Sitting at the top of the map with enough chests to keep your whole squad equipped. The motel has been a prized location for many, with Lazy Links and Loot Lake nearby. It's sure to continue to be a popular spot for players to guarantee their victory royale. Now, there are hundreds of motels across the world that look similar to the fan-favorite location, and some come extremely close to what we know today. But one in particular is eerily similar. Let's see what you think. Complete with the rooftop balcony, car parked out front, and a pool to the side, Motel 6 couldn't be closer to its in-game counterpart, although I think it probably has a few less hidden chests. Still not convinced? Well, those aren't the only similarities, since the motel sign and even the reception are in identical positions. Although the motel that we all know and love has been slowly destroyed by all our fighting, not to mention the meteors falling from the sky. This real-life version shows us what the motel could have looked like before its destruction. Let's hope that this motel doesn't see this much damage, but I don't see there being build battles anytime soon. Number 4. Moisty Mire, Radical Swamp Forest. Although it may have been removed from the game, Moisty Mire was an ever-changing swampy location with towering trees and boggy waters. Not only were its trees covered with hidden loot and its grounds covered in shield-giving mushrooms, Hollywood film sets began to appear as time went on, giving the area a fresh new look, as well as changes in gameplay and places to loot. Although it wasn't an overly popular area of the map, with it being tucked away at the bottom of the map, these swampy areas can be found and visited in real life, and some look surprisingly similar. Don't believe me? Take a look. The Radical Swamp Forest in Bangladesh is one of the few freshwater forests in the world, and the only one in Bangladesh. This swampy forest that mirrors the eerie feeling of Fortnite's Moisty Mire in an impressive way, with deep waters that could hide as many secrets as we see in the map, and towering trees that stand extremely tall in the waters. As well as this, there are deep pools of water that cover the swamp, much like the annoying water that slows us down in-game, although boats seem like a better option in this case. There may be no Hollywood film set, but this area seems just as interesting to explore as the one we have in-game. Let's just hope that there aren't as many weapons hiding in the water. Number 3. Long Road Through Desert Area, Route 66. Now we're looking at the brand new desert area that came with Season 5. The biome brought lots of new places to loot and explore, with the scorching Paradise Palms, a new holiday town with swimming pools and modern homes. The season brought the new ATK vehicles, along with a new racetrack, where you can battle it out with your friends to see who can get the fastest time. But with these new vehicles and new places, there must be a road to link them all together, so you and your squad can travel with ease. But did you know this road was based on a famous American route? Route 66 is one of the famous roads in the world. It is a road through America that starts in Illinois and ends in California. The route is famously long and goes through all terrain, including deserts, much like our Fortnite version. Not convinced? The route in Fortnite not only is in the same distinctive black tarmac and white lines, but the in-game version is complete with the desert surroundings, as well as diners and gas stations to stop off at along the way, whose designs and signs are also like that of those on Route 66. If that wasn't enough, there are speed detectors along the sides of the roads, like the real version. The road is a perfect way to practice your driving in the new ATKs, and brings you all the way to the new racetrack, fully functioning so you can record your fastest time. Number 2. Loot Lake, Thousand Islands, North America. No location has divided the player base, or is as infamous as the watery depths of Loot Lake. Next to the heavily populated Tilted Towers, this location serves as a last-minute drop for many. As the name suggests, it's an enormous lake with a mansion and underground cave in the middle of the water, riddled with secret chests in the walls, and boats out in the water with heaps of loot. This seems like the kind of thing to exist only in video games, and although the chest may not be there, did you know that Loot Lake can be found in real life? Take a look at this. Thousand Islands in North America couldn't be more like this Fortnite location. The huge body of water has a house in the center on raised ground, much like the in-game location. As well as this, the trees are in identical locations to those in the game. Still not convinced? The house is of an identical style to that in the game, and you can imagine the battles that could be had there, and being able to hear secret chests in the room and roof crawl spaces. If that wasn't enough, the water is surrounded by different houses, like the modern houses in the game, surrounded by hills and different trees. Although I think there will be a lack of secret caves underneath the house, but maybe they are yet to be uncovered. Number 1. New Desert Biome, based directly on Death Valley, as seen in the trailer. For the top spot, we're heading back to the newest area of the Fortnite map, the desert wasteland that came with Season 5. This vast area is full of secrets, from teleporting rifts to racetracks. Although we may not actually be able to teleport, the real-life equivalent of the area is just as amazing, known as Death Valley in the deserts of California. Much like its in-game counterpart, red rock faces stand over the sand dunes with the sun beating down. As well as this, there are deep valleys with small rivers and lakes running through it, much like the pools and rivers that can be found in Death Valley. Don't think this looks like our battleground? We can see the erosion and patterns on the rock faces, and the cacti that grow on the sandy grounds. This enormous desert is home to many secrets, with chests and huts everywhere, a great place to battle it out for the victory royale. Though it may lack the littering of holiday towns and hidden villages, it can't be denied that this valley in California is a huge inspiration for the game's new area. And it's clear that Epic Games looked very closely at Death Valley to design their new area. That was our list of the top 10 Fortnite locations that exist in real life. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss a video in the future. And hit the like button too so we can hit the golden like of 1,000.